The Bold and the Beautiful has been to Italy before, but never to the world's most romantic city, Venice.
It's a fairy tale. You know, I don't think there is a better location anywhere in the world to shoot than, you know, especially with what we're shooting right now, with all the situations that are going on the show. This is, you know, primo location.
And action!
They want to see beautiful sets, beautiful lighting, beautiful people, you know, great storylines with a lot of fashion, and you could totally see why, because that's all they have here.
America's second highest rated daytime drama shot several key romantic scenes in Venice, with hundreds of fans anxious to catch a glimpse of the stars of Italy's most popular show.
It's a wonderful backdrop for the stories that are going on right now, which involve a lot of passion and intrigue and mystery, and I think that's why they chose Venice. It's just a beautiful setting for these stories.
Cast and crew stayed at the world-renowned Bauer Grunwald Hotel, and even with a busy shooting schedule, still found time to talk to the media and to thank some of their 450 million daily worldwide fans.
It's nice to see that they are still very excited about the show, because the show's been playing here now for many, many years.
A woman today came up to me and she had red hair. She goes, tawny hair. She said, tawny hair. I was like so flattered. She dyed her hair my color.
Simply titled Beautiful in Italy, the show has an unrivaled popularity in the country. But as amazed as the fans were to see the show shooting in Venice, the ones most impressed were the stars.
It's just breathtaking. I couldn't believe it. Just like the canals and just the cobblestone streets, and there's no cars, and it's just amazing.
The people care about you. There's great people here, and we're really fortunate. Very, very lucky.
I think it is a nice location to shoot in. I think Italy in general, since we're the #1 show here, and why not pick Italy to come?
As aircraft have become more sophisticated, so too have the models.
We work with the airframe manufacturer to assure that we are producing an accurate facsimile of the exterior of the aircraft.
We advertise our models to be very accurate. I go for 20 thousandths of an inch at scale.
Pacific Miniatures of Fullerton, California employs state-of-the-art technology. Designs from actual aircraft manufacturers are used along with computer programs to create a precise mold, ensuring each model has an exact scale copy of the original airplane right down to the color.
Manufacturers come up with a particular color scheme that they want, and they need to have that accurately represented on the models. We have a computerized color matching system that will recreate that.
From the time they were first introduced, model airplanes have sent our imagination soaring. They are a tangible way to relive some of the historic milestones of flight.
We don't have the opportunity to see many of these aircraft in a three-dimensional form ever again. Some of them, you know, are sort of like a prehistoric animal that disappears, and we dig up its bones. Well, with a model, we have that three-dimensional object there in front of us that we can pick up and look at and enjoy.
Hollywood, California. Millions of tourists flock here each year. They come for the sunshine, the ocean breezes, and the movie studios. Some come in search of the dream of stardom. But Hollywood only makes stars of a chosen few. And sometimes the Hollywood dream ends in unexpected tragedy.
When I walked into the room, there were 2 bodies deceased.
This is the story of 3 stars who traveled separate paths to the same destination, a Playmate of the Year.
There was a childlike wonder and quality about her, and 2 days later she was dead.
a wild young comedian.
If he's partying really heavy, it seemed like a bumper car pinging off the walls.
And the most celebrated sex goddess in the world.
I had to brush away a tear when I saw that beautiful body covered with that cheap cotton blanket.
Their stories all end in the city where not everyone lives happily ever after. Just off the Sunset Strip lies the Tudor-style estate of the most envied man in the world. A playground for celebrities, millionaires, and beautiful young women. The Playboy Mansion. The Playboy mystique is a powerful attraction, both to those who seek fame and to those who seek to exploit it.
Now on the History Channel, stories from the pages of time. Stories of triumph and tragedy, adventure and achievement, as we go in search of history. American troops have fought battles in more than 40 countries. Some 1,750,000 U.S. soldiers have been killed or wounded fighting in those countries. We like to think of the U.S. as impervious to a foreign invasion. But it has happened. Citizens have been killed as a result, and on more than one occasion, these invasions were kept secret from the American population. Join us now as we go in search of history and discover U.S. invaded. The first time America as a country was invaded by foreign soldiers was during the War of 1812. Most people don't realize how precariously close the United States came to losing what is sometimes called the Second War of Independence.
Maybe the United States would have ceased to exist as an independent country and would have been back in the folds of the British Empire.
It had been 36 years since the 13 American colonies signed the Declaration of Independence. But Great Britain had little respect for the new nation.
America went to war in 1812 mainly as a result of a long history of British blockade, seizures of American ships, seizures of American seamen. And because America, having only recently got independent from England, felt somehow that her republic was in danger of yielding again to British power.
God save the United States!
Weeks after the war was declared, a British invasion force of 730 Redcoat regulars and 600 Indian warriors from Canada entered the United States. Outnumbered and surprised by the enemy attack, American soldiers at Fort Detroit surrendered without a fight. Up to now, Fort Detroit is the only military post on U.S. soil ever to capitulate to a foreign invader.